where we connect past, present, and moving towards the future. So we have our present with us, all your BBA students, entire team is there. We have our glorious past that we have. So we have, I think, all of them have joined. I could see Shahrukh.
Yes, sir.
Shahrukh.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, hi Shahrukh. I think Monica has also joined, and I'm not sure whether Rahul has joined or not.
Rahul will be joining at 10:25.
Okay, so Shahrukh, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Good to
How
see
are
you again. Yeah, fine, sir. And where is Rahul? Rahul will be joining. Monica? Monica is here to join.
Oh, even Shahrukh is at UWSB. I can't see you. Where are you, Shahrukh?
I can see.
And
Yeah. Monica, hi.
Even Monica is at UWSB. That's great. Where are you guys? I can't see you.
No, both of them. I can see both of them. Jayar, you need to change the layout.
Sir, both of them are at UWSB here with me, but I can't see them over here.
I can see you on the screen. Just change the view. Change the view.
All right. Let's begin.
And the top side, can you see speaker view button there? You need to change the views.
Super grid view.
Yes, sir. I can see them.
Yeah. So hi, Monica. Yeah, Monica, you're not audible.
Monica?
Monica, you need to change the, because of the background image, I think we cannot see you clearly.
Hello, Monica.
Shahrukh, I hope. Let's connect with Monica first.
Okay, Monica, can you speak a few words so that we can test the mic? No, you're not audible. Try to remove the earphones first. Maybe it's the earphones. Just disconnect the earphones. No, we can't hear you. Hello, Monica.
Monica, you need to, if possible, you can disconnect and connect it, log in again. Sometime it works.
Or try logging in from the phone if you want.
Yeah. And Jay, I think Hardik sir has also joined us. So, morning, Hardik sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Monica. Good morning, Shahrukh. Welcome back.
Hardik sir, you can switch on your video if possible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll wait for.
So we have Shahrukh over here with
Monica
us.
to join.
Monica, you're still not audible.
I think she's still connecting. Yeah, Bhupendra sir has also joined. Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Hardik sir. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Shahrukh.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Kunj ma'am is over here. Kunj ma'am has been really helpful during the whole process. Bhupendra sir has been really helpful. Hardik sir and Kishore sir have been really helpful. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, what about Rahul when he's joining?
He's joining at 10:25.
Okay, I hope he has not joined yet. Okay, I cannot see him.
Sir, I think we have Monica over here.
Yeah. So Monica, can you just say a few words so that we can check your mics also?
I have joined from my mobile now. There was some problem in the
Now
lab.
we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
Great.
Okay,
great.
so just to give you a brief introduction on Monica. So before we start, I would just like to thank all the professors, my team, Surya Karavadra, Christian Nilofer, Harsh Rajaguru, and Unnati Goblani for helping me out. So let's introduce Monica Sharma. Monica Sharma is a pass out of UWSB year 2016. She's working as a finance manager at Light Microfinance and has a great experience in analyzing business operations, formulating business plans, and conducting financial and comparative analysis. She has raised a total of whooping $40 million in the past 2 years through various debt and structured finance instruments. Microfinance in India, nothing micro about it. So let's talk finance with Monica. Monica, over to you.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you for that introduction. Wonderful introduction. That was really a hyperbole. I again feel privileged to speak my favorite topic in front of students. So I guess there are first year and final year of BBM students are here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the topic microfinance, I will start with basics since it is a huge industry. So I will start with very basic, the definition of microfinance. What is microfinance? What are the challenges the sector is going in? And then we'll see the opportunities for you all. So what microfinance is, as the name suggests, micro means chota and finance means lending. So microfinance means chote loans जो microfinance companies give to the borrowers. So what will be the target customers for these companies? Since we are lending, so this microfinance, the loans extend from 10,000 to 1 lakh. So जो छोटे loans है उसके customer भी poor segment होता है. So they are poor, the below strata of the pyramid. So what happens here is what microfinance companies do actually. Agar normal routine mein, if you want some money, what will you do? You will go to local money lenders, right? They will charge you, I do not know about the current rates, but they will charge you anywhere between 4 to 5% per month. So it goes as high as 500%. Uske alawa, if you do not repay amount on time, you will be harassed. There are no guidelines for it. Money lenders ke paas jaoge, you will ask, they will ask for some jewelry to keep with themselves. If you're not returning money, they will take that jewelry also. You will be facing a lot of harassment. So from where this concept of microfinance started, there was a guy called Muhammad Yunus back in 1970s in Bangladesh. He started helping poor. What he did was he used to lend money to poor, and he used to ask them, okay, I'm giving you some 50,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees. You have to start your own business. And when you are getting money out of your business, then you have to repay me. Now, ये बहुत अच्छे से चला in Bangladesh. So people started recognizing him. He even got Nobel Peace Prize in 2006 for that purpose. In India, this concept started in 1980s. So 1980s में it was just introduced in 1980s in India. लेकिन 1990s में से it started. Many companies got engaged in microfinance business. So now, what process actually gets into microfinance? So suppose I am a borrower. Okay, I want some money to start my business. So generally it is focused on women borrowers. So I will take examples of women only. 80% of borrowers of microfinance are women. What I will do is, so I will some company इसमें generally क्या होता है कि company comes to borrowers आगे से and they source clients. So for example, I am a woman, I want money, I want to do some business. I will ask them कि ठीक है मुझे 50,000 rupees की जरूरत है. So जो company का बंदा होगा, they are generally known as field executives. What they will do is they will say, okay, हम आपको पैसा देंगे, but since your background is such कि we are not sure कि आप repayment कर पाओगे नहीं कर पाओगे, you will start business, फिर बाद में पैसा आएगा कब आएगा, we do not know. So what we'll do is we want 5-6 women together. 5-6 women होंगी. So you will form a group which is known as JLG in India, Joint Liability Group. So 5-6 लोगों को हम एक साथ loan देंगे. If someone is not paying, if someone from the group is not able to repay, so आपको पूरे group को देना पड़ेगा उसके behalf पे. So मतलब basically liability एक किसी woman पे नहीं आती है. It is a joint liability, group की liability हो जाती है. And therefore, see, RBI has set a very strict norms in this industry because then there will be no difference between money lenders and the microfinance companies if they are able to, you know, charge any amount. So there is prescribed rates set by RBI every quarter कि आप इस rate के beyond किसी भी borrower से ज़्यादा charge नहीं कर सकते. So it is generally 24 to 25%. So now then the loans are unsecured. क्योंकि सिक्योरिटी के लिए poor women do not have anything to give on give as security. So security नहीं होगी, so rates will be high first of all. But then there is a proper mechanism. If you are not able to repay, the group is liable. If the group is not able to repay, then the company cannot do anything. Because money lenders के साथ क्या हो रहा था? Harassment हो रहा था. Rates पर there were no fixed rates. So what RBI said? कि ठीक है, you lend money to borrowers. Okay, fine. You can lend as high as 25%. But then there should be a proper channel. There should be a proper loan card. See, there are poor borrowers. They do not know what they do not know financial terms. They are very illiterate in terms of financial things. So उनको rate नहीं पता. उनको जो बोलोगे ठीक है, हमको पैसा मिल रहा है, we are ready to repay anything. Right? This generally happens in villages. So there are again set mechanism. You cannot work beyond that. You have to lend at a certain rate, and then so repayment again. So since there is unsecure, there is no security here. जो repayment आएगा, that is on what basis? Joint liability है. So repayment क्यों आएगा? Because एक दूसरे अगर किसी ने pay नहीं किया, for example, someone from my group is not paying, I will have to pay. So ऐसा group भी ऐसे ही बनेगा कि जहाँ you know कि yes, they have intention, they want to do some business और repayment भी आएगा. So industry में if I talk, there is 99% collection efficiency. मतलब there is no security. You are lending to poor, still you are getting 99% of your repayment. So ये एक microfinance का process होता है. Jay, can you share my presentation? I'm not able to do it from my mobile. Jay?
Yeah, Mohit, can we please do that? Can we please share the PPT?
Yeah, just a second. Yes.
So meanwhile, there microfinance companies. There one point I wanted to take here. Microfinance companies और banks में क्या difference है फिर? Banks भी loan दे रहे हैं, microfinance भी loan दे रहे हैं. Then what the difference is? So banks basically they are working on a larger scale and their clientele is urban basically. So जहाँ banks नहीं पहुँच सकते हैं, वहाँ पहुँचते हैं non-banking financial companies. And microfinance is a part of NBFC. Non-banking financial companies का एक छोटा part होता है. So banks urban areas में generally they lend, they provide services there. But where they cannot reach, मतलब generally the rural areas. So there comes non-banking financial companies and microfinance institutions. Secondly, banks can accept deposits, but microfinance companies and all the non-banking financial companies, they just cannot accept deposits from their clients. So this is the major difference between banks and NBFCs.
Monica?
Yes. So this is Jay.
Yeah, this is Jay. That was really great. So this way we can actually, remove, we can help remove poverty, because in rural areas,
Yes.
people get debt trapped by huge, zamindars and stuff.
Yes, exactly.
So microfinance can help them a lot by giving them interest at low rate.
Social service basically.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, now I think everybody can see the pictures I have put on the first slide. So these are the kind of the clients of the microfinance companies, and these are the real clients of the company in which I am working. So I've used the same pictures. I would like to share the story of this woman. I think Okay, fine. So you can see a lady with a cattle, right? So her name is Neeru Ben. This is a real life, this is a story of a Light Microfinance client. So she's Neeru Ben. She's one of the very old client of Light Microfinance, the company in which I'm working. And what what she used to do, she was the only working woman in her community. With the help of loan from Light Microfinance, she started a cattle rearing business. The daily income increased so much that she has now inspired other women to take loan from Light Microfinance and then start their own business. Their lifestyle has changed completely. See, here there is no cheating. Abhi inke samne 25% the rate which we are charging is nothing. See, money lenders से ये लोग पैसा लेते हैं, they are taking huge interest rate है, उसके बाद they are facing a lot of harassment. Companies ke through if they are taking, there is a proper system, there is a proper loan card, there is a fixed date each month where they have to repay. So like their life has changed completely, and this is completely new thing for all the rural people. Next slide, please, Jay. Next slide, please, Jay. Yeah, great. So as already discussed, this was the concept was first started by Muhammad Yunus in Bangladesh. That was in 1970s. In India, it came into 1980s. It was just introduction in 1980s. Properly, the microfinance segment started in India in 1990s. You will be proud to know the first initiative was from Seva, which is based out of Ahmedabad. It's there in Ashram Road. Now, if we see how huge the industry is, the global microfinance is worth INR 8.9 trillion. And every year, the portfolio is increasing by 11 to 12%. This is a little old data. This is of last year. Currently, despite this COVID, the disbursement month on month, I can see at my own company, they are rising by as high as 50% each month. So the market is huge. Basically, see, most of the population of India is below the poverty line. So now you can imagine kitna bada market hai and how much the demand is. In India only, there is the market is of 1.8 trillion, and as on date, there are 64 million borrowers who have been benefited from microfinance. Next slide. So now, challenges भी बहुत आते हैं microfinance में. It is not easy because since the governance of RBI is so strict, so you have a lot of challenges. So the basic challenge which all the microfinance companies are right now facing is insufficient funds. So from where the microfinance companies will get the fund? उनको आगे loan देना है, they want to do some social service or just out of profit. Even if they want to do for profit, they want some funds. तो funds कहाँ से आएगा? Funds आएगा बैंक से, और जो बड़ी NBFCs है वहाँ से funds आएगा. Now, for example, you have started your microfinance company just now. आपको कोई पैसा क्यों देगा? Because you know कि the banks know कि ये जो आगे forward करने वाले हैं, जो आगे disbursement करने वाले हैं, आगे जिसको loan देंगे, that is totally unsecured loans. So now, if a bank is lending to a microfinance company and they know कि वो जो आगे forward करने वाले वो unsecured loans हैं, उनको वहाँ पर risk आ जाएगा कि हमारा भी पैसा आएगा या नहीं आएगा. So one thing is, again, इनकी rates भी high होती है. So what microfinance companies generally do, they borrow from other non-banking financial companies. Banks, they do not lend to, there are certain criteria कि एक AA rating और A rating के ऊपर ही हम लोग lend करेंगे microfinance companies को, otherwise we won't. So they're facing a lot of struggles. Only the other NBFCs which are lending at high interest rate as high as 16 to 17%, only they are lending to microfinance companies, and then microfinance companies को पैसे जहाँ से लाना है, that is not fixed. That ranges from 12% to 16-17%, as I said. But आगे उनको जो पैसा देना है, that is fixed. That is prescribed by RBI. You cannot operate above that rate. For example, that is 25%. So for easily to discuss easily, we'll take 15% से microfinance company ने कोई पैसा उठाया, right? Now they want to disburse. They can disburse at 25% only, not beyond that. तो बीच में they just get 10% and the rules are so strict, आप 10 से 10.1 के margin पे भी you cannot operate. Now is 10% में you have OPEX, you have to give salaries to your people, and in these companies 95% of the staff is on field. So when the staff is on field, there are a lot of operating expenditure these companies have to face. So this is the basic challenge the sector is facing. But you might have also heard recently RBI has given so many relaxations. They have allotted so many funds to be only disbursed to microfinance companies so that they can further help the poor strata of the country. Second is the second basic challenge these companies face is the over indebtedness. Now what happens is a woman can take microfinance, this micro loans ranging from 50,000 to 1 lakh from 2 companies. So एक ने पैसा दे दिया, उसका वो repay कर रहा है, for example, दूसरी company से ही पैसा ले लिया and she is not able to repay. So ultimately your principal is at risk, which is termed as PAR. So in simple terms, your collection efficiency changes. Now there is risk कि आपको repayment आएगा या नहीं आएगा, and if you are not able to get the repayment from your clients, you are also not able to repay your lenders. So this is the one more challenge these companies are facing. Then third is financial illiteracy of poor. It is very difficult. It is really difficult to explain poor what is interest rate, what is principal, what is that you have to repay. So उनको एक proper channel में लाना, उनको एक management सिखाना कि every month you have to pay on this date, this much money, this is the interest rate, this is you will be getting funds in your account, then opening their account. This all is very, very difficult. So and these all leads to a very high operational cost. But of course challenges hai, so there are always opportunities, there are always way ahead में I will first take proper regulations. So RBI ने अब काफी अच्छे regulations लाई हैं. They are also giving relaxations to these companies so that they can operate little flexibly and they can do their business in a better way. They are also encouraging the rural penetration. So again, what is happening is basically this microfinance industry has to serve the poor client, but many companies what they are doing is in order to reduce the operational cost, they are still operating in urban areas. जो rural penetration है वहाँ पर जाने की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है because वहाँ पर ज़्यादा poverty है. But what these companies are doing in order to reduce the OPEX, because rural area में ज़्यादा खर्चे होते हैं, they are operating on the outskirts of the cities. What they want to do, they should go beyond that. So if any company which is able to do this has a edge over others, definitely. So then the company should bring in technology in order to reduce the operational cost. Again, this is the only thing, technology के through ही you can reduce your operational cost. Otherwise what happens is एक बंदा जाएगा, he is disbursing or is he giving loan to a group of women, then he is the one who is every time going to collect money from each and every single person. So this all includes a huge cost. Then what ways ahead are there? Then there is alternative sources of fund. So currently this is the growing segment, and many international funders are interested and they are ready to invest in microfinance in India specifically. So now they can the microfinance companies have options now. जरूरी नहीं है कि non banking financial companies से आप लोन लो. Now they are taking loans from banks also because of the relaxations given by the RBI. They can take funds from some overseas funds also, right? So talking about opportunities, so microfinance है लेकिन potential is very macro. Significant geographic concentration जो currently है microfinance industry में, it is only in few districts. So 34 district में अगर कोई company operate कर रही है, उसमें 80% portfolio है company का. You see, only in 34% of the district. Now you see कि अगर ये 34 से expand करके if they go to 80 to 90%, तो उनका portfolio कितना और बढ़ सकता है. So all things are just interconnected. Challenge भी है, but if there is challenge, you have the opportunity. Companies can go beyond this and work for better business. Then there is availability of alternative capital funding channels, already discussed. Change in consumption patterns. See, पहले जो poverty की definition थी, it is also changing. पहले अगर कोई loan लेता था तो just for education, for student education, for growing their own business. Abhi, the purpose of loan is changing. The purpose may be higher education, it could be marriage of their children. So there is change in the consumption pattern. So there is change in the purpose of the loan. So new opportunities are coming here also. Then there are again, see, as I told you, कि आपका loan unsecured है, right? So अगर आपको collection efficiency आपकी increase करनी है, in order to ensure good repayments, you should have a very strict credit mechanism, wherein you check कि customer भले ही poor है, उनका कोई record नहीं है, but then you maintain records on your personal company level, and you assess them कि कितनी जगह से और loan लिया है, whether they are able to repay or not. So these assessments definitely they are happening in the companies, and but this could be more stricter. There can be models upon it, and they can get even more efficiency. Then the last one, complete range of products and substitute of banks. So microfinance companies can act as substitute of banks. They cannot accept money. Okay, there is only one difference. They can, but they can give many services apart from these micro loans. So for women borrowers, they could be a one-stop solution. They can also give insurance. They can also give cattle insurance. So in one go, they can also lend money. They can also give insurance. So this will also reduce the OPEX, because in one go you are doing 2 to 3 business, and the borrower also has a one-stop solution. She has to go nowhere. The same company is giving loan, the same company is giving insurance and other services. Next slide, Ajay. So in order to summarize, I would just say, इतनी microfinance के बारे में basic हमने देख लिया, लेकिन what does microfinance means to you? As a student, as a marketing, operational, financial person, doesn't matter, because you might have just understood that this is so vast field. This may be require every kind of talent. So as a student, it requires. So I tell you, it requires highly specialized knowledge, because this industry is very different from banks. There are very strict regulations. As I told you, you cannot move beyond a certain margin. आपको 10% margin में काम करना है, so you have to, you have to build models. You cannot go even a 0.1% here or there. You have to reduce your OPEX. You have to be within the limits, and there you have a very little space to work upon. You can play in a very short range. लेकिन उसमें भी, in order to maximize your profits, you have to assess in a very good way. You have to assess your clients, and here there lies a huge opportunity for especially finance, those who are seeking to work into a finance company. There is a good opportunity for you. Then these companies also require a unique combination of skills, such as, since the borrowers are generally from the rural segment, so you should be aware of the local language. अगर आप वहाँ पर जाके इंग्लिश में बात करोगे, if you are in Gujarat, आप हिंदी में भी बात करोगे तो it won't work. So local language का, the social science you have to study, the customs of the state where you are working, these all are very important. So of course these are the complexities, but I also believe कि यही opportunities है wherein you can fit in. Then there are many new careers which are emerging from these unique demands. Since you also have to raise funds from other banks. You also can raise. There are various channels. It is not just the debt funding. You can also raise equity. And where comes equity, then there is entirely different, opportunity comes in. So as a student, these are the opportunities you may have. And lastly, as you can see the quote in the presentation, the moment you say microfinance, everybody wants to help you. And this is really, these are the words from Mohammad Yunus, but these are really felt. I feel in my life also. As soon as I say I'm working with microfinance companies, people feel so good, and actually it happens. You also feel that you are helping, or you are giving something to the society. You are working for some social cause, and that what make you feel proud of. I think that is it. Now we can quickly start the question and answers.
That was really great, Monica. I have had a request from one of the students. Rashi, can you please say she wants to say a few words?
Uh, Thank you, Monica, for such a great insight on microfinance and microfinance in India. It was a great learning. On behalf of Bonding Committee, I would like to thank you for taking the time to speak to one and all present here about microfinance and microfinance in India. We are grateful for the time and effort you took out to share your thoughts and experience on microfinance with us. Since we all must be thinking about taking subjects in our specializations, now I believe my fellow students would like to take up finance as a subject or microfinance in their further studies.
Yes,
Thank you once again for your contribution. That was a great learning experience today.
my pleasure.
Thank you so much. Our finance teacher, Tushar sir, is here. He wants to say a few words. Tushar sir. Tushar sir?
Yes, thank you, Monica, for a very insightful concept here. I have some suggestion because okay, the suggestion is like suppose you think about the merchant banking. In the merchant banking, there is a division called as counseling division. Okay, what they do, they counsel the borrowers or whoever is coming for the project, coming with the project to take a loan. They look at the project and they counsel that also how to go it profitably. So in microfinance, do you have such a division whereby you can counsel the borrower, the self-help group, or you can mentor them also in that way, so that if they are not they are not running profitably, they can run profitably the business. Do you have such things?
Definitely, sir, it is happening. So the process is huge. So I did not take each and every step. But what happens is, जब field executive field पे जाता है, so when he takes the KYC, that KYC is just entered into the software where the CIBIL is checked. माइक्रोफाइनेंस borrowers होता है और जो पूरा क्लाइंटर होता है ना, उनका भी सिबिल है. इट इज अपलोडेड इन इक्विफैक्स एंड हाई मार्क एंड एवरीवेयर. यू कैन चेक कि इंडेटनेस कितना है, कहाँ से उसने लोन लिया है, whether she is repaying on time or not. You get whole history of that particular borrower. Even after that, even after checking, so if it is if the borrower is okay at the CIBIL level, then you do the house verification. You have to do 100% house verification. There should be no kacha house. You have to see the repayment capacity. Then there are models built in Excel wherein you check ki okay, she is getting this much money. अगर वो business open करेगी तो इतना पैसा आएगा. उसके बाद she will repay the, if there is already existing loan, she will repay that loan. This is the medical emergency के लिए 2-3 हजार रुपए रखना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद इतना और बचेगा. If that amount is sufficient, then and only you move ahead and then and only you lend to that borrower.
Okay, what I was
So the
suggesting.
credit association is very high.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
That's great. What I was suggesting basically, suppose there is a successful woman entrepreneur in this case. Okay, you can take her as a mentor for others. Okay, maybe in one village she is very successful, and the same type of business should not be started in the same village because it will be a competition one for her. Okay, so maybe in the next 3 or 4 villages, okay, maybe 10 kilometers away from that village, another person is starting that business. So this lady will be going and mentoring them how to start the business, because she had taken the loan, she has that experience, she had taken loan, and she had done that business, and successfully she could run it. Okay, so she can give that idea to the other women in maybe a village 5 kilometers next to this village. Okay, so do you have such provision? If not, then you can take this type of thing also.
We do not have as of now, but yes, we'll take a note of it, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Do we have any other students who want to ask questions to Monica?
Questions? The last time I interacted with the PGDM students, I just gave a brief on what I'm doing right now, and there were many questions. अभी तो आधे घंटे का सेशन हो गया माइक्रोफाइनेंस पे, उसके बाद भी क्वेश्चंस नहीं है.
Guys, come on. Any questions? जो next year finance लेने वाले हैं उन लोग को कुछ questions है. Because this is someone who graduated from UWSB and she's working in the finance field.
One question: what are the criteria for lending money for poor? So as I just said, there are many criteria which are built in. First of all, the purpose is asked. If we lend money to you, what will you do? पैसों का करोगे क्या? Then there should be some practical, there should be some answers from the client, and that client is visited 3 to 4 times before disbursing the loan. उस 3 से 4 बार में one field executive is visiting, then branch manager is visiting, then there is a credit manager who will visit, and every time they will ask a fixed set of questions. They will assess whether there is repayment capacity, the capability is there or not. And then I also just said Excel पे there is a detailed model wherein you put some criterias. Okay, CIBIL check है, ठीक है. उसके अलावा भी if she is capable of repaying, so then you check the cash flows. How do you check the cash flows? कि कितना इनकम आता है हस्बैंड का, then she will be earning this much income. उसके बाद कितना मेडिकल इमरजेंसी के लिए चाहिए, कितना हाउस होल्ड एक्सपेंसेस के लिए चाहिए, कितना और रीपेमेंट के लिए चाहिए. उसके बाद भी if there remains some amount that is some close to 4 to 5,000, which is I think a big amount for these poor people. अगर इतना बचता है तो then and only you will lend to your clients, otherwise you won't, because then there is risk. The loans are unsecured. If you are not assessing it carefully, there are very high chances that they will lend into the overdue segment and they will not repay. So the check is very strict.
Monica, in the chat box, we have a question from Kunj ma'am.
Okay, Kunj, do microfinance employees representative face issues with local village shops? How do you deal with that? So basically, the clients, the client जो हमारी women borrowers है, they themselves want कि हमारे लिए कोई proper management हो, कोई हमको company से loan मिल रहा हो, तो they will of course not go with the village shops and the local lenders. So if at their level they are not ready to deal with them, and she wants we get money from a proper channel, so definitely issue nahi aayega. So if staff are not facing as such any issues with local village shops, maybe kuch areas mein ho, but that is again operational uska operational department hota hai, they work into that and maybe they know better about this.
Great. Monica, I have a question. So basically, like right now during the pandemic, how are you gaining more clients? Because people are jobless. Many people are jobless right now. Like तुम लोग का CIBIL score भी बहुत गंदा होगा.
Yes, no. So Jay, the demand is huge. So you see, जो least impacted segment है due to this COVID pandemic is the rural areas. वहाँ पर अभी भी see हमारे जो clients हैं, what do they generally do? They have agri business. They have some cattle or dairy business. So that has not at all stopped. एक थोड़ा बहुत भी percentage में there is no difference इसका demand में. अभी भी लोगों को milk चाहिए, अभी भी लोगों को milk products चाहिए, right? So demand is ever increasing. There is no such issue in terms of the demand. So yes, what Simons is asking, what is the major challenge faced by your company right now? So what happens is this COVID pandemic में since you have to raise funds from other banks and NBFCs and then you have to lend to your borrowers, so challenge वहाँ पर आता है कि you should get good rates so that you are able to work within that 10% margin which I discussed earlier. So आपको जितना सस्ता पैसा मिलेगा बैंक्स और NBFC से उतना ज़्यादा मार्जिन कमा सकते हो, because ultimately lending rate is fixed, that won't go beyond 25. So अगर आपको ज़्यादा मार्जिन बनाना है, you have to take cheaper money. So that is the major challenge. So to get money at low rates. Next question: what do when people can't able to prepay loans? We cannot do anything, Dhruvil. It is very clearly prescribed by RBI. If the poor is not able to repay, we cannot pressurize them, we cannot do anything that directly falls into our par bucket. So isko kam karne ke liye again aapka credit mechanism should be so good that you know कि आपका recovery आने वाला है. अगर नहीं आता है, you cannot do anything. Then are all MFIs non-profit? No. It is my company is profit-making company. MFIs सारी non-profit नहीं होती है. Most of them are working for profit only. What if someone is unable to pay the debts? Does the account leads to bad debts, or you help them lend more money? So, Dhruv, account leads to bad debt. We try to. So there are various categories of the accounts falling in due. So if it's falling under due from 1 to 30 days, then we give a bucket 1 to 30. Then 30 से ऊपर दिन हो जाते हैं and she has not repaid. तो उसके बाद एक नया bucket आ जाता है. 90 days से अगर वो pay नहीं कर पाता है, तो then it becomes NPA, which is known as non-performing asset. And then there are very less chances कि वहाँ से आपको पैसा आएगा. On what basis the interest rates are decided? Drishti, the lending rate is decided by the RBI every quarter. That is fixed. It is generally ranges from 24 to 26%, and they cannot change that. उससे आप कम charge कर सकते हो, उससे ऊपर आप charge नहीं कर सकते. Ma'am, is it only because about lending and taking, or it includes giving ideas to others also? So it is just about lending and taking. So as sir also suggested, if some woman is doing good business, she can be inspiration for others. So we can take the note of this. But as of now, we are not giving any ideas to others. We are just lending and making money. What's the name of the company? So it is Light Microfinance Private Limited. It is based out of Ahmedabad. What are the difference by giving loans from NBFCs or banks? So NBFCs generally lend to the poor segment of the society. They lend generally lower ticket size loans, and banks, they generally serve to big clients. They give bigger loans. If there is not sufficient recovery, then how come we will face the loss? Again, as I told you, credit mechanisms should be very, very nice in order to get a good recovery. And if you're not able to get that, then definitely it's the company's loss. And if you ask market में कैसा trend चल रहा है, if you ask about my company, we have 99% recoveries. And that is why there is concept of joint liability groups. We do not lend to individual borrowers. We give loans to only JLJs, and their recovery rate is very high. Are there any credit score system in MFIs? Yes. So the systems, the models are built by the company, and there is a proper mechanism to check the credit score. Apart from that, when you just log in the KYC of the customer, you will get a detailed civil history of that customer. कहाँ से loan लिया है, whether she is able to repay, she is paying on time or not, एक भी दिन का delay हो रहा है, overdue चल रहा है. You get all the history after just entering the UID from the Aadhaar card. Who is investing money in the business? So the promoters are investing money in the business. And apart from that, as I also told you, there is one more source wherein you can get money. So that is generally known as equity funding. आप equity ला सकते हो, or the investors want to invest money in your business, then they can also get sufficient capital gains. Again, if you ask about my companies, we have 3 overseas investors. अभी तक एक ही राउंड का इक्विटी आया है from outside. Otherwise, our promoter used to infuse the money. और जो बाहर से पैसा आया है, that is from all 3 very well-known impact funds from Netherlands. So you can also see कि कितना interest है in Indian microfinance. What is USP of a company? Just let me know of the time, because there are many questions, and this is interesting, of course, but just let me know if I'm taking.
Guys, last 2 questions, because she has her job as well. So last 2 questions, okay? Okay, Ashi Dev has asked the last question. Please don't ask any more questions.
So Simons is asking, what is USP of your company? So USP of our company is generally there is a credit team hoti hai on field, which is not there in any of microfinance in India as of now. There is a separate field credit team. So what happens is, field executive जाएगा, उसको तो business करना है. He will take as many clients as possible. वो सारी ladies गांव में जाके बोल देगा कि we are giving loans, you want to take it or not. अब उसमें से कितने ऐसे हैं जो रीपे कर पाएंगे नहीं कर पाएंगे, क्रेडिट मैकेनिज्म होगा, दैट इज अ सेपरेट थिंग. बट एक बार तो आप सोर्स करके सबको ला रहे हो. What happens is we have a separate credit team on field, and that credit team is independent of the field team. Credit team का assessment separate चलेगा, field team का separate चलेगा. And if credit team says कि नहीं ये client मुझे नहीं चाहिए, field team has no right to take that client in. So this is specific. This is unique to our company only. There is no separate field credit team in any of NBFCs in our country as of now. Due to the pandemic, a lot of firms are facing unemployment, and there isn't money of the salaries. People are being removed on the existing jobs. So industry के बारे में I won't talk much, but as far as my company is there, we have faced no issues as of now. We are getting salaries, and Jay also know I got promoted last month, and many of our my colleagues have been promoted during this pandemic. So हमारी industry में, in our company, there is no such issue. We are getting salaries on time, we are getting promoted, we are getting increased salaries and incentives as well. If I want to invest money in your business, say 10 lakhs, what is the security for me? Again, credit assessment, you have to check the company में capability है या नहीं है, whether what is the system they are using, what is the collection efficiency they are getting, whether they are getting their money back from the lenders. So you check the portfolio, what is the quality of the portfolio, what is the risk, what is the principal at risk in your company. So these are the various methods by which you can check what money or what you can earn out of investing. How you give the loan to people on the base of the income or as much as they ask. There is limit again. This is also set by RBI. You cannot lend more than 1.5 lakh, sorry, and you can start from 30,000. So first, आपको पहली बार किसी को लोन देना है तो it cannot go beyond 30,000. वो बोल दे कि मुझे 50,000 चाहिए, मुझे 1 लाख चाहिए, you cannot lend. You have to see whether she has the capability or not. Yes, done.
Okay, that was great, Monica. Thanks. It was great having you over here. There are still more questions coming, but I've switched off the chat box because you have a job right now. We've got more than 15 questions, around 20 questions. That was great. Thank you so much.
I'm worried about that. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay. So, thank
Goodbye.
you all, Professor. Thank you, Bhupinder sir. Thank you, Kishore sir.
Okay, so our next speaker is Mr. Rahul Bharadwaj. He's a PGDM 2014 pass out. He is working as a deputy manager of branding and promotions, and he's looking after the entire upper region of Assam. He has worked as a senior operations manager at Grofers India in the Ahmedabad region. He has led a team of 100 or more than 100 in the past and has experience of more than 8 years, varying from MNC to startup to education sector. He is also a motivational speaker and a guest speaker on branding and marketing. Over to you, Mr. Rahul Bharadwaj.
Hi. Hello. Hi, Jay.
Yes,
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're
okay.
audible.
How are you doing?
I am great, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Let me just share the presentation, okay?
Sure.
The host has disabled participant screen sharing, Jay.
Sir, I'll ask him to share the screen on your behalf.
All right.
Yeah, please try again. Okay. Once.
Jay, I'm unable to share. Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm unable to share the screen. दिख रहा है क्या आपको?
Yeah. Mohit has shared his screen. We have disabled the participants to share the screen, and we are sharing the screen on your behalf.
Okay, so you are doing that. Okay, all right,
Yep.
all right. Okay, all right. Hello everyone, and thank you for having me, and respected all the sirs and ma'am and all the participants. I hope am I audible to everyone. My name is Rahul Bhardwaj, and thank you for having me here. So आज का टॉपिक थोड़ा साइंटिफिक बेस्ड है. This is a research based learning that we would be having a discussion on. So just give me a moment. I'll just start up the timer. And Jay, अगर मैं 25 minutes में complete नहीं कर पाऊँ, जो मेरे को बस intimate कर देना. Okay? Because at
It's
times
completely fine if you take 5-10 minutes more.
No. That's fine. That's fine. So just let's just start up. So next slide, please. All right. So today's topic is the 10% rule. That is how leaders program their mind. Basically, क्या है कि हम सभी लोग क्या है पैसे के पीछे भागते हैं. We only think about money, but we overlook the other perspective which are important to rule in life. So we'll be talking about the 10% rule, which are more important, and how leaders manage themselves. Next slide, please, Jay. Okay, the primary point of 10% rule is managing self. हमें कई बार बताया जाता है कि you must learn to manage time, but there's nothing called as time management because time is constant. It is all about self-management because time is always, it's universal. So हमें अपने आप को उस environment में हमें accept करना है और हमें environment के हिसाब से चलना है. That is called a circadian rhythm. It's called the 24-hour cycles. Plant हो, animals हो, human हो, ये सब circadian rhythm में follow करते हैं. You can check that out on Google. So it's all about managing self. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Jay. All right. So the 10% rule of self-development is or self-management is हम सभी को के लाइफ में एक दिन में 24 घंटे होते हैं. अगर आप उसको ब्रेक डाउन करें तो एक दिन में 1440 मिनट्स होते हैं और उसको और माइक्रो मैनेज करें तो आपको पता चलेगा कि दिन भर में आपको 86,400 सेकेंड्स मिलते हैं और लीडर्स यही अपने आप को डिफाइन करते हैं. दे नो हाउ टू मैक्रो मैनेज एंड माइक्रो मैनेज देमसेल्व्स. तो हम सभी के लाइफ में जो प्रोफेशनल टाइम है वो एवरेज अगर कैलकुलेट किया जाए तो वो 9 आवर्स है. तो बी इट योर प्रोफेशनल कोचिंग और ट्रेनिंग या आप जो अभी पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं बीबीए की, आई होप यू ऑल आर बीबीए स्टूडेंट्स. तो आप लोग 9 आवर्स जो अपने बीबीए लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट में देते हैं, दैट इज अ प्रोफेशनल टाइम. उसको आप अपने लर्निंग और ग्रोथ के हिसाब से मत लीजिएगा. और अगर आप 24 आवर्स को 9 आवर्स से 9 आवर्स को 24 आवर्स से अगर हम माइनस करेंगे तो आपके जो रिमेनिंग 15 आवर्स है वो डिस्क्राइब करता है कि आप आगे जाके कितने सक्सेसफुल होंगे और कितने प्रोडक्टिव होंगे. क्योंकि ये 15 आवर्स जो है आप इसको किस हिसाब से मैनेज करेंगे वही डिफाइन होता है. और 15 आवर्स को अगर आप 10% उसका कैलकुलेशन निकाले, so it is exactly 1.5 hours, that is 1.5 hours on a daily basis, that's 90 minutes. तो जितने elite performers हैं, जितने leaders हैं, जितने मतलब extraordinary people हैं, वो रोज एवरेज 90 मिनट्स अपने आप को देते हैं. दैट इज ऑन सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट. इट इज कॉल्ड एज प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी. ओके, तो हम लोग इसके बारे में बात करेंगे. अगर आप दिन में 1.5 घंटे अगर अपने आप को नहीं दे सकते हैं, नो मैटर, डजंट मैटर मच, लेकिन आप कम से कम 60 मिनट्स अपने आप को दीजिएगा. तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. जय, ओवर टू यू. ओके, थैंक्स. तो आप लोगों ने शायद इसके बारे में सुना होगा या नहीं सुना होगा, आई गेस, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट टॉट इन जनरल एजुकेशन सिस्टम. It is called as P by PC balance equation, wherein P stands for production and the PC stands for production capabilities. Okay, तो बहुत लोग, जैसे मैंने स्टार्टिंग किया था कि बहुत लोग प्रोडक्शन मतलब आउटपुट पे ही फोकस करते हैं, पर वो लोग इनवर्ड अपने आप पे फोकस नहीं कर सकते कि करते हैं कि मेरी स्किल सेट्स क्या है, क्या क्या स्किल्स रिक्वायर्ड है जिसे मैं एनहांस करूं, और स्किल सेट्स आप अपनी जितनी बढ़ाएंगे उतना ही आपकी प्रोडक्शन आउटपुट जो है, वैल्यूएशन है, वो बढ़ेगी। ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं आपको बताऊं तो आपकी अगर एक फैक्ट्री है, आप एक फैक्ट्री के मालिक हो, और वो फैक्ट्री डेली बेस में एक मशीन जो है वो 1000 शू मैन्युफैक्चर कर रही है। ओके, सो उसकी प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी क्या प्रोडक्शन हो गई है 1000 यूनिट्स ऑफ शू एवरी डे। अगर आप ऑल ऑफ अ सडन बोलोगे कि नहीं अब कल से मैं 1200 यूनिट्स प्रोड्यूस करूंगा या 1500 या 2000, क्या आप कर सकते हो उस स्पेसिफाइड मशीन से? द आंसर इज नो, बिकॉज अगर आप ट्राई भी करोगे तो आपकी मशीन क्या है वो गिव अप करने लग जाएगी थोड़े समय में, विद ड्यू कोर्स इन टाइम, बिकॉज उसकी जो प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी है वो उतनी ही है, वो 1000 यूनिट्स की ही है। तो आपको या तो मशीन को अपग्रेड करना पड़ेगा या एक नया सेटअप लगाना पड़ेगा, जिस हिसाब से आपकी प्रोडक्शन जो है वो बढ़ेगी। ओके, सो वी नीड टू फोकस ऑन द प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी। उसी प्रकार हर इंसान का भी प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी होता है। आप जितना अपने नेगोशिएशन स्किल्स में, जितना अपने नॉलेज पे, जितना अपने लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट में, जितने अपने कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स पे, जितने अपने यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, जितने अपने अंदर काम करेंगे, अपने में काम करेंगे, उतनी आपकी क्या है प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी बढ़ेगी। और जितनी प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी बढ़ेगी, ऑब्वियस सी बात है आपकी जो आपका जो आउटपुट है वो डेफिनेटली उसका वैल्यूएशन भी बढ़ेगा। ओके, 10,000 के अगर वैल्यूएशन वाले अगर आपकी प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी है तो आपको मार्केट वैल्यूएशन भी आपका 10,000 ही होगा। 30,000 या 40,000 या 1 लाख या 2 लाख बनने के लिए आपको अपनी प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी बढ़ानी होगी। ओके, दैट्स वेयर द लीडर्स वर्क। तो बेसिकली 4 डायमेंशंस है, लीडर्स उसमें काम करते हैं, हम उस बारे में बात करेंगे। प्रिसाइसली मैंने ये प्रेजेंटेशन जो है फोकस किया है सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपके ऊपर, क्योंकि आपके पास अभी 3 साल का समय है। अगर आप इस चीज पे फोकस करेंगे तो आप 3 साल बाद यू वुड कम आउट टू बी एन एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी पर्सनैलिटी। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड जय। जय Jay, hold on for a moment. I'm getting a call. All right. Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes. Jay. Please continue. Please continue.
Okay. All right. Okay. So जो 4 dimensions है, I'm sorry, हाँ मुझे actually call आ गया था क्योंकि मैंने टाइम स्पेसिफाइड किया था 10:30 का। सो जो 4 डायमेंशंस है जिसमें लीडर्स काम करते हैं, जो एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी पीपल जो काम करते हैं, वो है फिजिकल में, सोशल, इमोशनल, स्पिरिचुअल एंड मेंटल में। और किस हिसाब से वो काम करते हैं, अपने आप को कंट्रोल करते हैं, हम उस हिसाब से काम करेंगे। बिकॉज ऑलवेज कंसिडर दैट जितने इलीट mindset वाले people है, they always consider money as a byproduct. Okay, they never work on money. Okay, they work for excellence. Okay, और excellence हमारे अंदर से ही आता है। So next slide, Jay. Okay, the first is emotional control. हम सभी इंसानों के अंदर में इमोशंस है, हर प्रकार के इमोशंस है, नेगेटिव है, पॉजिटिव है, ओके, एरोगेंस है, हमें क्रोध है। तो ये सारे जो इमोशंस है ना, हम जितना अपने इमोशंस को कंट्रोल कर पाएंगे ना, हम उतने ही आउट परफॉर्म कर पाएंगे। तो जितने इलीट परफॉर्मर्स हैं वो अपने इमोशंस को क्या करते हैं, वो डाइवर्ट करते हैं। ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको गुस्सा नहीं आता है। मुझे अगर गुस्सा जा रहा है, जय, आई एम टेकिंग योर एग्जांपल, मुझे अगर गुस्सा आ रहा है तो वो गुस्सा जय को भी आ रहा है। ओके, तो ये हो सकता है कि मैं अपना गुस्सा को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, मैं शायद किसी और पे गुस्सा निकाल देता हूँ या आई आउटबर्स्ट माई सेल्फ। लेकिन जय क्या कर रहा है, जय इज अ प्रोडक्टिव पर्सनैलिटी। वो क्या कर रहा है, उसे अगर गुस्सा आता है वो उसको डाइवर्ट करता है अपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी पे। ओके, सो अपने इमोशंस को कंट्रोल करना बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, और जितने लीडर्स हैं वो यही करते हैं। दशहरा का आप सबको पता होगा, दशहरा। रियलिटी में दशहरा का मतलब क्या है, उसका संस्कृत मीनिंग ये है कि 10 नेगेटिव इमोशंस पे जीत हासिल करना। ओके, दैट्स द रियल मीनिंग ऑफ दशहरा। तो रावण के जो 10 सर बताए गए हैं वो रावण के 10 नेगेटिव इमोशंस बताए गए हैं। ओके, तो अगर आप जितना नेगेटिव इमोशंस को अगर आप कंट्रोल कर पाओगे, अपने पे काम कर पाओगे, आप उतना ही नेगेटिव इमोशंस को भी आप डाइवर्ट करके प्रोडक्टिव आउटपुट ला पाओगे। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मुझे किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया, मैं गुस्सा हो गया, ओके, और वो गुस्सा मुझे किसी के ऊपर उतारना नहीं है, मुझे ये अंडरस्टैंड करना है कि मेरी प्रोडक्शन बाय प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी क्या है। अगर मैं वो गुस्सा उतार रहा हूँ तो क्या कर रहा हूँ, सबसे पहले आई एम वेस्टिंग माय ओन टाइम, मैं अपने न्यूरॉन्स को डिप्लीट कर रहा हूँ, जो मेरे ब्रेन में न्यूरॉन्स सेल्स है, ओके, और वो मुझे आउटपुट कुछ नहीं दे रहा है, मैं लाइफ में आगे नहीं जा रहा हूँ, मैं पीछे जा रहा हूँ। ओके, सो इमोशनल कंट्रोल होना बहुत जरूरी है। आप जितने इलीट लीडर्स को देखोगे, आप स्टीव जॉब्स को देखो, आप रतन टाटा को देखो, आप मिस्टर नारायण मूर्ति को देखो, ये सब बहुत ही कंपोज रहते हैं, ये सब बहुत रिलैक्स रहते हैं। ऐसा नहीं है उनके अंदर ये सारी इमोशंस नहीं है, बट दे कंट्रोल देयर इमोशंस, दे डोंट गेट कंट्रोल्ड बाय दीज इमोशंस इन अदर वे अराउंड। ओके, नेक्स्ट। Okay, so this is what I explained to you. आप ये गूगल में भी कर सकते हैं, this is easily available. Okay, next, Jay. ओके, अब हम फिजिकल फैक्ट्स के बारे में बात करते हैं। आप ध्यान दीजिएगा, आप नोट डाउन कर लीजिए। हम अभी जो भी टॉपिक जो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं ना, ये बेसिकली क्या है, ये आपका एफर्मेशन, विजुअलाइजेशन और मैनिफेस्टेशन है। ओके, आप अपने माइंडसेट को जितना एफर्मेशन देंगे, आप जितना उसे विजुअलाइजेशन करवाएंगे, ओके, उतना ही आपकी मैनिफेस्टेशन इज जो आप सोच रहे हो उसको रियलिटी में कन्वर्ट करना। तो ये सारे जो 4 वर्टिकल्स है, अगर आप इस पे अच्छे से काम करोगे ना, सो मैनिफेस्टेशन आपका बहुत ही ज्यादा स्ट्रांग होगा। ओके, एंड आप में जो एम्पावरमेंट है, एबिलिटी है, वो ज्यादा बढ़ेगी। फिजिकल की अगर बात करें तो रिसर्च ने ये प्रूव किया है, एक BDNF करके एक केमिकल रिलीज होता है हमारे ब्रेन में, जिसे कहा जाता है ब्रेन डिराइव्ड न्यूरोट्रॉपिक फैक्टर। ओके, हम सुबह उठ के अगर एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, एक्सरसाइज करने का मतलब ये नहीं है आपको बॉडी बनाना है या जिम ही जाना है। आप अगर रनिंग भी कर लेते हैं 20 मिनट का, अगर आप रनिंग कर लेते हैं, आप अगर स्वेट करते हैं, तो उससे क्या होता है, आपके ब्रेन में BDNF केमिकल रिलीज होता है, और वो रिलीज होने से क्या है कि जितने आपके ब्रेन में मतलब बॉडी में, ब्रेन में जितने वेयर एंड टेयर सेल्स हुए हैं, जो बीमार सेल्स है या जो खराब हुए हैं, उसका रिपेयर स्टार्ट हो जाता है एट अ वेरी फास्टर पेस। ओके, तो आपकी सोचने की क्षमता और बढ़ जाती है। ओके, और बढ़ जाती है सोचने की क्षमता। और एक कॉर्टिसोल हार्मोन है, जो हमारे कॉर्टिसोल हार्मोन इज कॉल्ड एज अ स्ट्रेस हार्मोन। सो आप अगर सुबह उठ के एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, वर्कआउट करते हैं, तो कॉर्टिसोल जो हार्मोन है, स्ट्रेस हार्मोन, वो कम करता है। इसका मतलब अब आप और स्ट्रेस को आराम से ले सकते हैं, इजीली झेल सकते हैं, तो उस केमिकल की आपको ज्यादा रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है। सो इसलिए फिजिकल फिटनेस का ध्यान रखना भी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ओके, जितने लीडर्स हैं वो फिजिकल फिटनेस पे भी ध्यान देते हैं, दे आर फिट पीपल, दे आर फिट पर्सनैलिटी। ओके, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। If you want, you can take a screenshot of this slide as well. Okay, next is mental. Okay, आप जितना ज्यादा लर्न करेंगे, उतना ज्यादा आपका माइंड जो है ना, वो प्रोडक्टिव डेवलप होगा। I mean, ये कहावत है, ये प्रोवर्ब है कि नेचर एबहॉर्स वैक्यूम। ओके, जहां कुदरत क्या है, जहां भी खालीपन कुछ रहता है, कुदरत वहां पे अपना जगह बना ही लेता है। आपने देखा है जो रोड्स होते हैं, वेल डेवलप्ड रोड्स होते हैं, अगर उस पे अगर लोग चलना बंद कर दे तो वहां भी घास उगने लग जाता है। सो नेचर एबहॉर्स वैक्यूम। वैसे ही खाली मस्तक शैतान का घर। ओके, तो आप जितना अपने दिमाग को खाली रखेंगे, उतना नेगेटिविटी आपके अंदर आने लग जाएगी, और आपका जो दिमाग है ना, वो प्रोडक्टिव सोचना बंद कर देगा। सो आप हमेशा अपने माइंडसेट को क्या है कि अनकंफर्टेबल जोन में रखो, उसे कुछ ना कुछ सिखाते रहो ऑन अ डेली बेसिस। अब जितना उसे सिखाते रहोगे ऑन अ डेली बेसिस, आपकी न्यूरॉन्स जो है, आपकी जो ब्रेन सेल्स है, वो उतनी ज्यादा स्ट्रांग होगी, और नए न्यूरॉन्स बनते रहेंगे आपके ब्रेन में। और जितने ज्यादा न्यूरॉन्स आपके स्ट्रांग होंगे, आपकी सोचने की जो क्षमता है वो ब्रॉडर होगी। कहावत है ना कि तालाब का मेंढक। ओके, तो आप जितने ज्यादा बड़े दायरे में सोचोगे, उतना ही आप बड़े तालाब के राजा बन पाओगे। ओके, और मेंटल कंट्रोल के लिए सबसे अच्छा ये है कि आप रेगुलर बेस पे रीडिंग कीजिए, क्योंकि साइंस ने ये प्रूव किया है, रिसर्च ने, आई मीन यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ससेक्स इन यूएस, शायद 2009 की रिपोर्ट है कि अगर आप ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस रीड करते हैं, आई मीन सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट रीडिंग्स, हाँ, तो आप 68% स्ट्रेस को आई मीन डिप्लीट कर देते हैं अपने माइंड से, अपने बॉडी से, और आप ज्यादा प्रोडक्टिव सोचने लग जाते हैं. ओके, सो इट इज ऑल हाउ मच यू इन्वेस्ट इन योर ओन सेल्फ. ओके, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. Okay, spiritual is again very important. Spirituality आप देखो, आप नोट करो, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. नवीन जैन, मिस्टर नवीन जैन, वो यूएस के, ही इज एन इंडियन, IITian है, बट वो यूएस में सेटल्ड है. वो स्पेस रिसर्च ये सब में प्रोग्राम में काम करते हैं. उनको आप स्टडी कीजिएगा, मिस्टर नवीन जैन को. वो ये सब के बारे में ज्यादा, उनके लाइफस्टाइल को आप, मतलब उन्होंने पब्लिक भी कहा है. तो ये स्पिरिचुअल हो गया, मेंटल हो गया, then the physical, और एक था, what was it, Jay? I forgot. Okay, whatever it is, spiritual में क्या है कि आप जितने ज्यादा स्पिरिचुअल होंगे, स्पिरिचुअल का मतलब ये नहीं है कि पूजा पाठ करना, स्पिरिचुअल का मतलब ये है कि अपने ब्रह्मांड को पहचानना. अभी ब्रह्मांड से मैं आपको ये बताऊं कि लोगों को ये, मतलब नॉर्मल पीपल को ये लगता है कि ब्रह्मांड ये आपके बाहर है, पर असल में जो ब्रह्मांड है वो आपके अंदर है, आपका मस्तिष्क ही ब्रह्मांड है. आप जितना ज्यादा उसके अंदर घुसेंगे, आप उतने ज्यादा अपने इमोशंस को कंट्रोल कर दिया, इमोशनल वो था, सो आप उतने ज्यादा इमोशंस को कंट्रोल कर पाएंगे. ओके, एंड रिसर्च ने ये भी प्रूव किया है, यू कैन सी दैट ऑन द स्क्रीनशॉट एज वेल, कि आप जितने ज्यादा मेडिटेट करेंगे, आपकी जो कॉर्टिसोल हार्मोन है वो उतनी आपके शरीर में कम होगी. और जो स्पिरिचुअल माइंडसेट जो लीडर्स होते हैं वो बहुत कंट्रोल्ड होते हैं. ओके, उनको कोई भी नेगेटिव्स जो आई मीन एनवायरनमेंट है इजीली उनको फ्लो में नहीं ले सकता. वो वही करते हैं वो जो वो चाहते हैं. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई स्पिरिचुअल होना इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. स्पिरिचुअल का एक और सेंस ये है कि अपने आप पे टाइम बिताना. ओके, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. सो जो कोई भी इंसान, आप अगर मेंटर भी रख लो, सपोज एग्जांपल, अगर इस वक्त मैं आपका अगर मेंटर हूँ, इफ आई टेक दैट, सो मेरे से भी बड़े मेंटर आप खुद के हो. ओके, तो आप अपने आप से जितना ज्यादा समय बिताएंगे, आप अपने आप को उतना पहचान पाएंगे, आप समझ पाएंगे कि आपकी प्रोडक्टिव कैपेबिलिटी क्या है और क्या और रिक्वायरमेंट है टू एनहांस योर प्रोडक्टिव कैपेबिलिटी. ओके, इन ऑर्डर टू गेट द बेटर रिजल्ट इन अ वे ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. So that is why spirituality is more important. Okay, और spirituality क्या है, आपको empathize करना भी सिखाती है. आप लोगों से कैसे वार्तालाप करते हैं, बात करते हैं, उनसे कैसे डील करते हैं, किस हिसाब से आप sympathize करते हैं, empathize करते हैं, सोसाइटी में कैसे रहते हैं. So it is more about client servicing in a right manner. तो अगर आप मार्केट में है, जॉब कर रहे हैं या बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, कल को आप जितने ज्यादा स्पिरिचुअल होंगे, आप नोट कीजिएगा, आप उतने ही ज्यादा बेटर क्लाइंट सर्विसिंग प्रोवाइड कर पाएंगे. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. Okay, these are few of the leaders. Okay, जो जिसको आप फॉलो कर सकते हैं. ये मैंने जस्ट रेफरेंस के तौर पे शेयर किया है. वेन डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम, रतन टाटा, उसेन बोल्ट, आप जितने एथलीट्स को देखिए, विराट कोहली को देखिए, देखो these all people they work on all these 4 factors, dimensions. पर ये चीजें पब्लिक नहीं होती. You have to read a lot of books. And I mean I'm an avid reader. और आपको अगर बता दूं तो P/PC बैलेंस जो हमने शेयर किया था उसमें स्लाइड में शो नहीं किया था, बट यू कैन नोट इट डाउन. प्रोडक्टिव ब्रेन विदाउट स्पेस, अगर आप प्रोडक्टिव ब्रेन सर्च करेंगे ऑन यूट्यूब तो दैट्स माय चैनल. वहाँ पे मैं इस तरह की लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट वीडियोस डालते रहता हूँ. बट आई डोंट गेट मच टाइम, तो जब भी टाइम मिलता है मैं डालते रहता हूँ. आप उसको फॉलो कर सकते हैं और P/PC बैलेंस आप और अच्छे से वहाँ पे लर्न कर सकते हैं. सो इन लोगों को अगर आप एनालाइज करेंगे तो ये लोग हर कोई अपने इन 4 डायमेंशंस पे ही वर्क करते हैं. दे नेवर रन आफ्टर मनी. पीटर थील, इनको आप फॉलो कीजिए. 0 to 1 अमेजिंग किताब लिखी गई है पीटर थील. मैथ्यू रिकर्ड को आप फॉलो कीजिए. ओके, मैथ्यू रिकर्ड is being called as the world's happiest person. नारायण मूर्ति को आप फॉलो कीजिए. नारायण मूर्ति बहुत ही अमेजिंग इन्फोसिस को कैसे चलाते हैं. ओके, सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द पर्सनालिटीज जो जिनको आप फॉलो करेंगे तो आप उतना ज्यादा सीख पाएंगे. ओके, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. All right. So as said to you, for leaders, money is a byproduct. Okay, they don't work for money, but in fact they work the other way. They make money works for them. There's a very beautiful book written by Robert T. Kiyosaki. उस किताब का नाम है Rich Dad Poor Dad. उसमें ये मेंशन किया गया है कि rich people don't work for money, they make money work for them. ओके, वो वैल्यू क्रिएशन में काम करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं कोई कुछ एक ऐसा सिस्टम अगर जनरेट करता हूँ, बनाता हूँ जिससे पूरी सोसाइटी को फायदा हो रहा है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो सोसाइटी वो चीजों को बाय करेगी, और जितना बाय करेगी ऑटोमेटिकली बाय प्रोडक्ट के हिसाब से पैसा मैं उतना कमाऊंगा. ओके, जेफ बेजोस जो है अमेज़न के, वो कभी ऐसा कुछ नहीं बनाते जिससे सोसाइटी को बेनिफिट ना हो, क्योंकि वो खुद ही बोलते हैं कि मैं जितना सोसाइटी को दे सकता हूं उतना ही सोसाइटी वापस मुझे देगी. सो दैट्स अ बाय प्रोडक्ट. नेक्स्ट. ऑलराइट, तो अभी आपने जो भी चीजें समझी, देखी और सीखी, इससे आपको सीखने के बाद तो ये लग रहा होगा कि ये सब चीजें बहुत सिंपल है. बट अंडरस्टैंड माय फ्रेंड, ऑल सिंपल थिंग्स आर नॉट इजी. ओके, सुबह 5 बजे उठना बहुत ही सिंपल है. आप अलार्म लगाइए मोबाइल पे, आप उठ जाइए. बट रोज सुबह 5 बजे उठना इज नॉट इजी. सो ऑल सिंपल थिंग्स आर नॉट इजी. ओके, जो इलीट परफॉर्मर्स है, जो लीडर्स है, वो भी वही काम करते हैं, लेकिन वो डिसिप्लिन वे में काम करते हैं. उनमें और हमें यही फर्क है कि वो अपने वो इजी में फॉलो करते हैं अपने आप को. ओके, वो क्या करते हैं, उन्हें भी अच्छा नहीं लगता रोज सुबह 5 बजे उठ के अपने आप पे वर्कआउट करना, बट वो क्यों करते हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें पता है कि उसका बाय प्रोडक्ट कितना बेहतरीन है जो हमें आगे मिलेगा. तो रोज सुबह 5 बजे उठना इज एन इजी टास्क, बट और उसको आप सिंपल वे में कैसे लेंगे वो आपके ऊपर है. सो नेक्स्ट, ऑल सिंपल थिंग्स आर नॉट इजी इन नटशेल. जय, नेक्स्ट. ओके, तो ये हमने 10% फैक्ट्स के बारे में बात की. ये बेसिकली क्या है, आपको आई एम एन एविड रीडर, एज आई टोल्ड यू. मैं बहुत सारी रिसर्च बेस्ड किताबें वगैरह पढ़ता हूँ. कुछ 2 किताब तो मैंने आपको अभी रेफर कर दी. तो उसी हिसाब से अभी हमने 10% फैक्ट्स के बारे में बात करी है और सीखी है. अब मैं आपको 1% फैक्ट बताता हूँ जो कि फाइनल फैक्ट है. जितने लीडर्स जो हैं वो रोज 1% अपने आप को इम्प्रूव करते हैं. ओके, चाहे वो गलती करे तो वो गलती को सुधारेंगे, चाहे वो कुछ चीज प्रोग्रेस कुछ भी अगर काम ले तो उस काम को हर ऑन अ डेली बेसिस वो 1% क्या है अपने गोल की तरफ बढ़ते रहेंगे. that is how they macro manage and micro manage themselves. And you can take a screenshot from this of this. इसमें बताया है कि जितने इलीट परफॉर्मर्स है, जो लीडर्स है, वो क्या करते हैं, वो ज्यादा मेहनत नहीं करते, वो हमारे तरह ही लोग हैं. ओके, बट वो क्या करते हैं, वो मेहनत को डिवाइड कर देते हैं और वो डेली बेस में करते रहते हैं. आप अगर उनसे पूछो तो वो आज भी वही मेहनत कर रहे हैं, वो 6 महीने बाद भी वो कर रहे हैं, वो 6 साल बाद भी वही मेहनत कर रहे हैं. ओके, एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे आप समझिए, अभी जो आपकी प्रोडक्टिव कैपेबिलिटी है, अगर आप रोज कल से रोज अगर आप अपने ऊपर 1% डेवलपमेंट के तौर पे अगर काम करने लग जाओ तो 30 दिन में आप 30% इंप्रूव कर जाओगे और 1 साल में आप 365 डेज इंप्रूव कर जाओगे. दैट्स हाउ लीडर्स वर्क. ओके, आप मैक्रो मैनेज मत कीजिए, सिर्फ अपने आप को माइक्रो मैनेज भी कीजिए. सो नेक्स्ट. All right, so that's all from my side. Precisely मैंने 24 minutes लिया है, and you should focus on your 10% time in increasing your production capability. That is because leaders जो जितने ज्यादा सीखते हैं वो उतने ज्यादा बड़े पैमाने पे लीडर्स बनते हैं। ओके, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप लीडर्स नहीं हो, आप भी लीडर हो, लेकिन आप उसी लेवल के लीडर हो जितनी आपकी प्रोडक्शन कैपेबिलिटी है। दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम टुडे, आई मीन फ्रॉम माय एंड। थैंक यू।
So that was great. First of all, really sorry हमको थोड़ा late हो गया था.
That's okay.
In
That's
the
okay.
Q&A section of the first speaker. That was really great. We learned a
fine.
lot. Actually, as students, it was really helpful for us क्योंकि हम पूरा time assignments, homeworks and classes में busy होते हैं. We are busy with our internships and we forget on improving ourselves. तो actual में value क्या create हुआ? How did we improve? तो वो हमको जानने मिला कि we should spend some time on ourselves. That's what we learned today. And I think the topic जिसके around revolve हुआ आपका पूरा content, that was value creation, not just for yourself but also for society. Improving on yourself. So I have the student representative of BBA, Mohit Adhia. He'd like to say a few words. Mohit.
Mr. Rahul, sir, thank you very much for this insightful session. So it was indeed very insightful. You also busted a few myths like time management. You don't manage your time because it is universal and everyone has 24 hours in their life. किसी को 26 hours नहीं मिले, so you manage yourself. So that was a pretty very good advice for the students here जो कि just अपना BBA start कर रहे हैं, first semester में, third में है, fifth में है, जिनका time निकल गया है, मतलब fifth में है, they have already passed first, second, third, उनके लिए भी ये काफी बहुत अच्छी advice थी. So sir, thank you very much. और यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग हैं उनको भी बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा, I am sure. Thank you sir. अब कोई question है किसी के audience को तो पूछ सकते.
Guys, any questions?
Sir, मेरा एक question है.
Type it in the chat.
Please, sir.
Sure, Mohit, go ahead.
Sir, what is your take on procrastination? Because sir, ये एक बहुत hot topic है और students को बहुत तकलीफ होती है इससे कि procrastinate होता रहता है काम, कल करूँगा, परसों करूँगा.
Okay, sir, thank you for that. So procrastination is completely is inversely proportionate to productivity. तो इंसान को जितना ज्यादा प्रोडक्टिव होना है उसे उतना प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन को छोड़ना पड़ेगा, और जितना ज्यादा इंसान प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करेगा कि यार आज छोड़ो मैं कल काम करता हूँ, या मुझे अभी एग्जाम को 6 महीने बाकी है या 3 महीने बाकी है, 15 दिन बाकी है, तो मैं जितना ज्यादा प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करूंगा मैं उतना ज्यादा अपने शरीर में जो कॉर्टिसोल हार्मोन मैंने आपको बताया वो कॉर्टिसोल हार्मोन बढ़ाऊंगा, और उस हिसाब से क्या है मेरे अंदर स्ट्रेस ज्यादा होने लग जाएगा, और स्ट्रेस और प्रोडक्टिविटी का कोई मेल नहीं है. ओके, एक हेल्दी स्ट्रेस होता है और एक अनहेल्दी स्ट्रेस होता है, तो प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन इज डायरेक्टली लिंक्ड टू अनहेल्दी स्ट्रेस. सो मेरे हिसाब से अगर कोई भी व्यक्ति ये समझ ले कि मुझे एक हिंदी में संस्कृत में वो श्लोक है ना, काल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, तो ये चीज समझ ले कि हमें काम, तो हमारा जो काम है वो काम हमें ही करना है, तो हम जितनी जल्दी उसे एक्सेप्ट करने लग जाए, दैट इज स्पिरिचुअलिटी, हम जितनी जल्दी अपने ब्रह्मांड को समझने लग जाए हम प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करना उतनी ही जल्दी बंद कर देंगे. दैट्स ऑल. थैंक यू.
Absolutely sir.
Any other questions, guys?
There is a question in the chat. Jai.
Yeah, so the question is, can you recommend some other books related to entrepreneurs?
Sure. One I already mentioned by Peter Thiel, 0 to 1. That's an entrepreneur book. Amazing book. आप जब भी मोबाइल से पे करते हैं, ऑनलाइन पे करते हैं, तो आपने पेपाल के थ्रू आप पे करते हैं. Remember? So Peter Thiel is a founder of PayPal. Okay. So 0 to 1 is a must book. और दूसरा एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बिजनेस बुक है अगर तो द ई मिथ, THE, द E as in E, okay, myth, MYTH, okay, by, I forgot his name is Mr. Gerbier or so. I mean, just check the E-Myth. That's an amazing book. Or Before You Start Up is an amazing entrepreneur book. So these are all the books which I can recommend as of now. और आप कैश फ्लो क्वाड्रेंट भी पढ़ सकते हैं बाय रॉबर्ट टी कियोसाकी. कैश फ्लो क्वाड्रेंट, रॉबर्ट टी कियोसाकी. सो ये बुक्स जो है आपको मैं अभी रेफर कर रहा हूँ, ये सब आप पढ़िएगा, बहुत ही अमेजिंग बुक है.
Thank you so much for your precious time, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you, sir, and everyone. Thank you.
So that was Rahul Bharadwaj from Royal Universities. Now, next up, we have Shahrukh Banerjee, a passed out of 2019 PGDM. He's currently working at S&P Global in the Mergers and Acquisitions department. He works with data on a day-to-day basis and has past experience in the banking sector as well. So let's dive into the world of data with Shahrukh. Shahrukh, over to you.
Hi,
Hi, Shahrukh.
Hello, everyone. Hello, sir. Good morning. So, basically, talking about data. I mean, before talking about me, one request to all is I'm a fresh graduate, just a year ago. So, please, sir, बुलाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. And apart from that, can I see some faces around if I can? I mean, if you're not on your bed, lying around, I'll cut that discount if you want.
Guys,
Some
please
faces.
turn on your videos.
Can you join in?
Turn on
Videos
your
if you can.
cameras, please.
I'll try and make it as, I mean, the
This
least
is a
boring
very
as possible.
interesting
for you
topic,
and
guys.
interest-
Turn on your video. Okay, we have some videos on.
Okay.
Many of them are from first sem as well. All right.
No worries. So, hello. Hi. So, basically, I work as a data researcher with S&P Global. And I mean, if you know the word data is used day in, day out, Mr. Jay Thakkar, your person conducting is a Python enthusiast, which I have seen from his LinkedIn profile. I mean, that's what you've written, right?
Yeah.
So, I think, do you work in data as well, or do you do something in your pastime? Yeah.
No, I'm currently learning, so I'm just doing more online courses right now.
Okay.
But I do
That's nice.
love machine learning. I want to work with structured and unstructured data in the future.
Okay. So then you can see yourself at S&P soon enough. Okay.
Sure,
So now
would love to
basically
work
when you
with
talk about data, and what I'll give you a brief background of what I do on a day-to-day basis, because I know when you say you are a doctor, you know patient के साथ कुछ करना है. If you're an engineer, no, data research मतलब क्या? That is a huge question mark which is on everyone's mind. In fact, even on my mind to some extent when I had just joined in. So in the area, say for example, if you're a finance guy, you heard the fancy name of Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, all those dream organizations. Exactly. So now where does S&P Global play a role in the area of data? Say for example, if mergers and acquisitions in the US, I specifically cover US bank sector. So say for example, Citibank and Wells Fargo, two American banks, are merging. And now if they are merging, obviously they will have to file their documents with regulatory bodies, and you'll get all the information basically. So what I do is, we have a tie-up with the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, and we source documents from there, and you track down that data onto a particular software that we use for internally, and then put it up on our website called the Market Intelligence product. So that is my job as of now. Where does Python and all of these things come in? To be very honest, comes in at a little later stage, not very early. So you'll have to work with what the data is. So when you talk about data matlab kya? So financial data, profit and loss le lo for the finance people. If you are fond of say marketing or something, so then marketing data accordingly, कि भाई advertisement का sale क्या है, and basically different areas to work in. That is what the data field is. Apart from that, if you heard I have this one particular link. If you want, I'll just share it with you. Jay, if you want, you can just show it up. 1 second. You heard data science, everyone? Yes or no would be happy.
Of course. We, okay. All of us have heard the word over here. We just want you to start with the basics. So just explain, just let's dive into the word, just basics, because most of us are beginners over here.
Done. So can I share a link or something if I want? I have this one link. As just an additional link.
You can put it in the chat box.
Well, I don't think it's open. Is it open? Leave chat. Band hai. Chat disabled, buddy.
The chat is disabled?
Okay,
wait. I've made it public now.
Got it. Got it. So this is one particular, but basically when you talk about data and science, two words which come together are because one, the term data itself came very recent into use when computers started coming into picture. So you have data into the computer, onto the system, chips and things like that. And why is it particularly a science? That is simply because there are certain principles. So when you talk about the field of data science, I would suggest that if you guys are doing a BBA, focus on your statistics because it matters, specifically for you, Jay. If you're doing a Python and stuff, if you're looking at analyst profiles, statistics would be a very interesting area because तेरे पास 1000 चीज का डेटा है. So let's say for example, आज से 50 साल के अंदर 5,000 transactions of mergers and acquisitions has taken place. तो अब 5,000 transaction तुझे दिखाना है या you want to showcase it to your client on a product, you'll have to show it in some form of a way, no? मतलब अगर तू जिस तरीके से डॉक्यूमेंट पढ़ के चिपका देगा which is openly available, what is your brain doing? Honestly, nothing. So what do you do over here is basically strip that down or to what is essential, devise a sort of a plan of the data that you think your clients want. Also, clients, say in our example is JP Morgan. JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs would take S&P Global's data saying, see, this is our 5,000 transactions. This is how we've done so far. And based on the past data, it will say कि ये industry में 50 deal हुई है, 50 deal का अगर इतना capital invest है तो इतना उसका deal value है, for example. So when JP Morgan sees that past data, it will then sort of take into consideration what the future would be on that. It will then do its own analysis. That is where the real analysis also takes place. That is called the front end of the banking sector, known as investment banking, which is also a very good area. If you guys are interested, find that out. So just Google investment banking. Investment banking is not HDFC में जाके FD बेचना, FYI. That is
that would be sales.
Yes, that is sales, exactly. But just so that people laugh, इतना boring नहीं बनाना चाहता. Anyways, so coming back to the point here is कि that is basically when they take up that data, what do they see in that data? कि भाई इतना काम, इतने deal value ये थी. अब मैं पिछले, if I say last year, 2 banks का merger हुआ, और say 10 million, उसका equity था 100 million का. I mean, it was sold for 100 million when its debt and everything मिला के had a certain value to decide. For example, say that value is X. So for X, it sold at 100 million. Now, in the next year, when they are doing another deal, they'll see कि पिछले साल में इतने सारे X के साथ ये 100 था, X के साथ कुछ 95 million पे बेचा. So various permutations and combinations will lay out. But they'll get an idea कि भाई अगर अब मैं जब Y पे जा रहा हूँ, if I shift my variable from X to Y, there is a minor shift, not a major shift. So deal value should shift accordingly. There should be such kind of a shift, which is big, small, depending basically on what data that you're taking into consideration. So when you talk about data, that is data in its raw form. Apart from that, even HR, if I are you also interested in taking up HR? I mean, finance major तुम लोग को BBA में आता है, right? You have to take a topic of major in third sem or something. Is that so?
Yeah, we have finance, we have marketing, we have entrepreneurship, and we have supply chain logistics.
Okay. So fair enough. So basically, that is what will culminate into data. And now talking about science over here is nothing but a certain set of principles. Say statistics. कि भाई 5,000 transactions are being showcased in this particular way on our product. How many times does the client go and see that particular product, data on the product? Is it of any use to the client? Does he take some value out of it? If it's not, you remove that particular data point or points. So that is what the website is divided into something known as data points. कि भाई deal value है, exchange ratio है, कि एक शेयर के सामने 2 शेयर दिए, तो exchange ratio हो गया. That is exchange ratio data. Deal value 100 million के deal value data. That becomes your financial data. Accordingly, if you are into marketing, advertising का 100 million का cost हुआ, that is your data. So that's how
Shahrukh, just to interrupt you, इतना सारा data होता है. We have financial ratios, we have marketing ratios, we have HR का data, but that is tons of data. उसको मैं use कैसे करूँ? Like, how do I like collect?
That is what is
data
culminated into a data.
करूँ?
So that is what comes into the website where I come in. So market intelligence product. जो मेरा JP Morgan को हम बेचते हैं, they pay subscription for that. तो हमारा जो website है, we particularly showcase that data in a particular manner. अगर तू कोई Google से just download a SEBI का listing form or something, there's a particular form in which you have to fill that data, name, वो ये deal value X Y Z, सब मसाला भरा पड़ा है. अब if you want to go and invest in a company, उसका नाम क्या है वो तुझे पता है, वो तुझे फॉर्म में जाके पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. You only want to know deal value कितने का था, खरीदा किसने, बेचा कितने में, उसके competitors तुरंत पता चल जाएंगे कि ये है, इसने इसको 50 में बेचा, इसने इसको 30 में बेचा.
So basically you will segregate the important data from unimportant, and you will show trial version of it
into unstructured. That is unstructured format basically.
Correct. You convert the unstructured format into structured format.
Exactly.
And then you show a trial version of it on your net, and then who wants to buy it, they can buy it and have the full review of it.
No, that is what they have to pay by default for the product. That's not free of cost. So trial version नहीं होता है. So they get the corporate clients where you do not deal with any of that stuff.
Okay.
That is mandatory. Absolutely.
So this was one part, that getting the raw data, converting it into structured format, presenting it. What's the next step? Like, are there any other fields?
One thing to interject over here, one thing over here, when you call it unstructured data, it is unstructured from that person, not necessarily the way in which it is filled, because even that data is a structure in itself.
So to a data analyst, it would be structured data, but to you, it would be unstructured data.
Unstructured, exactly. So for JP Morgan, that is a structured data what we provide to them. नहीं तो अगर उसको भी एनुअल स्टेटमेंट डाउनलोड करके पढ़ने में क्या ही जाता है, डेटा तो मिल ही जाएगा उसको. वेरी सिंपल, दैट डेटा तो है ही.
It's just about making the world easy.
Easy, exactly. And more, in fact, let me correlate it to the first session you had on microfinance. Even that is data. Microfinance, अगर if you break down that word from a legal perspective to a normal perspective, Paytm Payments Bank क्या करता है on a small level? Amazon पे तू एक तेरा फोन खरीदने जा रहा है तो easy EMI बजाज फिनसर्व से क्यों आ रहा है with zero cost EMI? Even consumer durables on a day-to-day basis, you are extracting data also. That is also one form of data if you are working for Amazon. A company like Amazon जिसके पीछे एक एनालिस्ट बैठा है कि भाई बजाज फिनसर्व वाला डेटा, बजाज फिनसर्व के कस्टमर्स है जो 60,000 में इतने आप EMI पे ले रहे हो, वो ज्यादा खरीदते हैं compared to others. That is it.
Correct.
Actually, thanks Jay for that. And guys, I really want to make this an interactive session, so you can ask
the chat box. Is this video long? We can ask Mohit to play this video, if he can. Is this video too long, Shahrukh? The link that you shared.
Video नहीं है, it's a link. It's a link is a article. Basically, that was an article which...
there is one question in the chat. How do you convert an unstructured data into a structured data?
Yes. Okay, so how do you convert unstructured? Basically, this year over year is when you call structure. The structure is in the way you give that data. So market intelligence का एक website जो हमारा है, wherein on say for example, the left hand side of the top corner you have deal value, उसके नीचे exchange ratio, you have equity ratios highlighted and everything. Now that is a structured format, but अगर आप बैलेंस शीट के अंदर जाओगे, उस कंपनी का फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट खोलोगे, तो वहाँ पे भी आपको डेटा मिल जाएगा, क्योंकि फाइनेंशियल रेशियोज नहीं मिलेंगे. रेशियोज आर मेड बाय एनालिस्ट और टेकन अप बाय एनालिस्ट. सो दैट इज वन एरिया. कंपनीज कुछ रेशियोज अपने जो इंडस्ट्री वाइड होते हैं वो दिखाते हैं, नॉट नेसेसरी, बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट सर्टेन रेशियोज आर कैलिब्रेटेड. सो वी टेक इक्विटी and all those values, and based on which there are ratios that come into format. So that then goes on to our product. फिर product पे पूरा listing form नहीं जाएगा कि SEBI में ये लिखा, it is to hereby certify this, that लंबा भाषण चारा जो लंबा आता है ना, वो सब basically वो कचरा निकल जाता है. तो deal value क्या है, ये है, equity ये है, ratio इसके साथ divide किया, ये आया. I'm giving it to a very simple format. हाँ.
Sir, many of us are very young, so we are in the age group of 18 to 21 basically. And you know, there's a lot of confusion कि data analytics क्या है, data analysis क्या है, ये business intelligence क्या है, इसमें बहुत सारे jobs included हैं. So can you just so can you just give 2-3 मतलब basics, मतलब इन चीज का basics तो एक ही होगा, जैसे कि तुमने बोला statistics आना चाहिए अच्छे से.
हाँ, that is because
can you just explain how do we start if you want to get into this world?
So if you want to start, basically, see, if you can want to start S&P Global, United World से MBA कर लो, S&P Global join कर लो. One way of starting. सीधा बता रहा हूँ, because that's where I started my journey from. Apart from that, experience, exactly. So one is experience, because see the area of data, कोई hardcore, similar अगर if you heard of this application called IIM Jobs, एक app है, just download it if you want. यहाँ पे data specific courses हैं which you can do if you want to start learning. Basically जब data के अंदर आप structure करोगे, तो कितना डेटा सिलेक्ट करना है. अगर 5000 ट्रांजैक्शंस में से मैं 400 ट्रांजैक्शंस लूं, तो देयर इज सम वैल्यू ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स दैट इज इन्वॉल्व्ड कि भाई दिस 8% or 80% of data that I'm extracting to showcase my clients, does it represent the population of 5000 transactions? So is that not basically a statistic coming into picture? So when statistics basically comes into picture, it becomes analytics, data analytics. Analysis includes, analysis is a slightly narrower term compared to analytics, because analytics is research with statistics combined and certain technological terms as well. Say for example, if you're learning say R, Python, for example. I mean, two simple चीज है, Python तो क्यों सीख रहा है? Why are you learning Python? Because let's go back to history. जब data कभी कंप्यूटर में हुआ नहीं था, तो चौपड़ा हम जिसको बोलते थे, या books of accounts जिसको बोलते थे, you go to page number 32, para number 4, line number 6, point वाले के बाद. So अभी वही para number 4, line number 6 is gone into the computer server, जहाँ पे वो store हो रहा है. जहाँ पे तो what is Google Drive, photos का server, तुम लोग वही तो save कर रहे हो basically. When you're storing that data, now in order to extract that data, so server है, it's like a book. Now book के अंदर we read, server has to be talked or spoken to in a specific language, जिसको हम बोलते हैं SQL, structured query language. So you are putting a query, which is the language which the server understands, and deriving the data. So अब जो deal value page number 4 या line number 32 में हुआ करता था, is now into that database server where you write an SQL query, saying select star from deal value, something like that. Is a coding, very basic form of coding that you do and extract that data. So now you extracted the data. Python, R, Microsoft T-SQL, if you are aware. There are multiple languages. It varies from organizations to organizations also. So for example, when S&P, we are also on SQL. We also use a little bit of Python is a little new in the current terms. More in the Western countries, it's gone over the top. यहाँ पे धीरे-धीरे आप बढ़ रहा है. So it is coming up. So you can do all of these things. Basically, अगर हमारे पास भी data है तो क्या financial data.
We have a question from Yash Dalmia. Is it depend on does it depend on end users that the data is structured or unstructured for them?
Absolutely. वही तो मैं बोल रहा था कि unstructured अभी अगर तू assume कर if you are doing a deal, you are an investment banker, मतलब तू वेल्स फार्गो को जाके बोल रहा है सर आप सिटी बैंक को खरीदो, आप अभी तक 200 मिलियन कमा रहे हो, फॉर एन एग्जांपल हाइपोथेटिकल फिगर, इफ यू टेक ओवर दैट बैंक आपको 400 मिलियन डबल नहीं बट 500 मिलियन होता है, देयर इज समथिंग मोर देन डबल फॉर एग्जांपल. सो अब अगर तू जाके वेल्स फार्गो को बोला तो उसने बोला ओके चल मैं जाके अभी खरीदता हूँ फॉर एग्जांपल, डील साइन हुई. सो व्हेन यू आर एन इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर योरसेल्फ, you are going to fill out the form, you will fill out the form. तो वो सब तू जो कर रहा है काम वो तेरे लिए तो एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड फॉर्मेट ही है, बट अभी तुझे डिसाइड करना है कि यार ये 200 का 500 इसको कवर करने से हुआ. लास्ट ईयर एक कंपनी ने अज्यूम करके 100 मिलियन पे 250 मिलियन का इंक्रीज हुआ था या बबल से थोड़ा कम हो रहा था फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो भी डील वैल्यू दोनों डील्स की जो दो अलग डील्स है सिमिलर आ रही है. वो क्यों? इज देयर वैल्यूएशन डिफरेंस? आई मीन इज देयर कस्टमर एक्विजिशन कॉस्ट व्हिच इज अलॉटेड मोर टू इट? देयर आर वेरियस फैक्टर्स व्हिच वुड प्ले ओवर हियर. व्हिच ऑफ दीज फैक्टर्स वुड यू गिव इंपॉर्टेंस टू? तो तू हर एक का लास्ट ईयर का डेटा में क्या हर एक को पन्ना पढ़ने बैठेगा? पूरे डील की 200 पन्ने की बुक होगी तो फिर तेरा डील होने से ही रहा, कब तक खत्म करेगा? So that structured to unstructured will always be a personal thing to quite an extent, except when you only give out the crux of it and leave out the jamela in very simple terms. Next
okay, do we have any other question, guys? You can turn on your mics, you can turn on your video cameras.
Actually guys, why don't you talk with me? I would actually enjoy more.
गाइस इस बंदे को देखो जिस तरीके से ये एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है, दिस इज व्हाट द डेटा वर्ल्ड लुक्स लाइक. इट्स लाइक मैं बोल रहा हूँ नशा है एक तरीके का. वंस यू लाइक इट ना तो घुस जाओगे उसके अंदर.
जय लेट मी बी अ डिस्क्लेमर ओवर हियर. द वर्ल्ड ऑफ डेटा अ लिटिल इज आल्सो अ लिटिल बोरिंग, क्योंकि कुछ टाइम के बाद मोनोटनी भी सेट होगी. टू ब्रेक दैट मोनोटनी इज वेयर यू हैव टू ऐड स्किल्स. सो मैं तुमने ग्लैमरस वर्ल्ड दिखा के
दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव लर्नड.
You'll have to work hard, but also you'll have to know where to work.
Work hard. You have to stay up to date.
Up to date.
Stay up to date with the technology and skills.
Up to date, but relevant also. तू एक कंपनी को R और SAS से तू वहाँ पे जाके Python बोलता रहेगा तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, फिर उसको जरूरत नहीं उस चीज की. So you also have to find out your relevance to your profile. So also smart work भी करना कि तुझे करना क्या है. What are your areas of comfort? View the area. I mean, अपार्ट फ्रॉम मैंने जो लिंक भेजा ना उसमें एक ऊपर की लाइन है, डेटा साइंस इज द सेक्सीएस्ट जॉब ऑफ द 21st सेंचुरी. हाँ मतलब वो सुनने में फैंसी है, बट जस्ट डोंट गेट कैरिड अवे. इट इज अ गुड फील्ड, बट प्रोवाइडेड यू नो वेयर टू वर्क, हाउ टू वर्क एंड गेट योर वे अराउंड इट. दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड फॉर दैट आई वांट टू मेक दिस सेशन एज सिंपल कि भाई तुम लोग ये जार्गन के पीछे तो जा रहे हो, बट इसके नीचे का चीज क्या है वो जान लो. क्योंकि अगर तुम स्टैटिस्टिक्स को हेट कर रहे हो, तुम डेटा एनालिटिक्स में जाना चाह रहे हो, तो भाई तू कहाँ जा रहा है समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. तू ये तो डिसाइड कैसे कर 5000 में से 100 ट्रांजैक्शन लूं, हवा में तो बोल नहीं सकता ना मेरे भाई.
So to us you would suggest that we should start with statistics. हमको उस पे फोकस करना चाहिए, हमारे ग्रेड्स भी उसमें मेंटेन करना चाहिए और स्टैटिस्टिक्स का नॉलेज गेन करना चाहिए. And if possible we can learn a programming language as well.
Do programming with statistics, which will be more value addition. In fact, अगर तुम लोग मास्टर्स अभी थर्ड सेमेस्टर, I mean, are you guys in third year or third semester? अभी मतलब 6 सेमेस्टर.
We are first year, second year, third year BBA students.
So semester format है तुम्हारा भी कि you guys are first year, second year in
semester format है. First semester, third semester and fifth semester of BBA are over here.
Okay, हाँ. So अगर तुम लोग 6 सेमेस्टर में जो लोग हो, I would suggest that but before you do your masters, थोड़ा सोच के करना. Just don't jump into it if you're wanting to get into fields. In fact, I'll give you a tip over here. There is some Goldman Sachs. अगर जो finance के बंदे और Goldman Sachs जैसे तुम लोग आई कर रहे हो divisions, so they prefer something known as an experience. There is a group called the DRG, Data Research Group, बैंगलोर में है. वो finance के bachelors को लेता है. the creme de la creme of the bachelor section जाता है ना, वो वहाँ पे जाता है.
Can you please repeat
See
the
if
name
you
of the
can
company?
crack. Goldman Sachs, I'll write it down.
Okay,
I mean,
Goldman Sachs is
investment
doing
bank.
that.
Huh. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and Chase has their data research groups. So
They
if you are a guy who wants to get into,
they recruit graduates. Okay.
absolutely, मैं तुम लोगों को टाइम पास करना है ना 15 मिनट दिन का 15 मिनट लिंक्डइन पे जाके खाली जॉब प्रोफाइल्स पढ़ना, खाली जॉब प्रोफाइल्स.
I do that.
You will enjoy doing that. क्योंकि मैंने जब स्टार्ट किया था तो मैं कंफ्यूज हो गया था कि मैं गूगल में अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ या फाइनेंस की कंपनी में कर रहा हूँ मैं. क्योंकि एसक्यूएल, पाइथन, PhD इन पाइथन, मैं कहा भाई अब तू छोड़ रहे क्या है, मजाक है. So it is that interesting. I mean, fields are merging in.
I wanted to ask you a question. Does experience on GitHub counts as a professional experience?
मैंने GitHub का explore नहीं किया. I'm not on the GitHub side. No worries. I'm more of towards Microsoft T-SQL. मैंने personally थोड़ा बहुत T-SQL किया है. I'm also personally doing Python थोड़ा बहुत and focusing a little more currently on Excel. Excel guys कुछ भी करो, Excel सीख लेना. Marketing, HR, finance, कोई भी. Excel is the key. It will be the key that will connect you to even T-SQL or all of your coding languages. Because Microsoft
guys,
Excel,
please focus on Hetal ma'am ka MS Excel ka class. Some of us paid less attention.
I mean,
but
I'll be very honest on you.
है.
Marks के लिए focus मत करना. Don't do it for marks. In fact, to be very honest, थोड़ा data से अगर मैं थोड़ा हट के बोलूँ, if you don't mind, if you can do something that makes you happy, really do something that makes you happy. थोड़ा पकाओ, थोड़ा boring लगेगा, तो glitzy, glamorous, slow, शायद 5-6 साल बाद भी आ सकते हैं. थोड़ा patience जरूर रखना, क्योंकि see, if you want to get to the best of the best, you'll have to hit your highest ranks. I mean, let us keep a very difference of what sometimes happens is, if you are competing with, like, what is the fear that most graduates have? You compete with the best, like you consider IIMs or even bachelor degree from Shriram College of Commerce, one of the best in India at least so far. What if focus is, the main thing which we forget is knowledge. If you really focus on gaining that knowledge, you can bridge the gap between max a year or 2 years. So if you want to do that, bridge it up. It is not necessary that you have to be from the best college only to get the best jobs. हाँ, the best colleges and the not so good colleges का difference इतना है कि एक शायद तुझे entry point of staircase पे निकालेगा, तो दूसरा तुझे 5th floor पे उतार देगा सीधा. If you get what that means. And to work your way around it is where the challenge basically lies. How soon do you climb the ladder is
that's
basically
upon my skills.
Is on your skills, exactly.
Mr.
And
Shahrukh,
the best part of the data field currently you're in is an unexplored area. So you can climb the ladder.
AI.
Huh?
Mr. Shahrukh,
AI is unexplored area of this data world.
AI is an offshoot in the sense that, okay, if you want to talk about fancy jargon, AI se pehle I would consider something known as ML, machine learning. So, what does machine learning mean? In very, very simple, बच्चों की भाषा में बोले तो, कि अगर अपना बुद्धि है, अगर तू आज ये तेरा कम्युनिकेशन का चैप्टर पढ़ रहा है बैठे-बैठे, टेक्स्ट बुक खोला, तो ठीक है, कम्युनिकेशन इज दिस, तो तूने समझा. फिर मैम ने बोला कि तू प्रोजेक्ट प्रेजेंट कर, तूने जो समझा वो तूने बोला, बराबर. So when you are using your intellect to process what you have learned is what that machine does. कि तू जब उसको डेटा फेंके जा रहा है कि भाई दुनिया गोल है, सोलर सिस्टम में सन है, ये है, वो है, अर्थक्वेक इसके वजह से होता है, मल्टीपल फैक्टर्स जब तू मशीन को फीड करता है तो वो समझ रहा है कि भाई हो क्या रहा है, ये हो रहा है.
अगर मैं बोलता हूँ कि दुनिया गोल है और मेरे को कोई सामने से अगर मैं बोलता हूँ कि दुनिया गोल है और मेरे को कोई सामने से पूछता है क्या दुनिया गोल है, सो आई हैव टू से यस.
हाँ, मतलब didn't get your question. दुनिया गोल है मतलब
बेसिक एग्जांपल ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग. अगर मैं प्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ and I'm saying दुनिया गोल है, that is the data I have, but if someone asks me is the world round, so I have to say yes.
The machine will answer yes.
That can be a very, very basic level of
Basic
Machine
learning.
का आंसर yes आना चाहिए. That's the very basic. And
Exactly.
NPL
Jay,
is
am
also
I
very,
audible?
I think, interesting part of it. Yeah. Our student representative Mohit Adhia saying something.
Huh. Mr. Shahrukh, what is the scene of regulation in data science? Shahrukh, what is the scene of regulation in data science? Because as we know that information is power, you know, Google Map ko pata hai ki where I'm sitting, where I commute. Amazon has millions of data points of people. Same with Flipkart, same with Paytm. So
4 years
regulation
पहले
plays a very important role. Yeah.
4 years पहले एक scam भी आया था कि Business Analytica ने scam किया था and he was into they were meddled with the Indian politics.
Data breach होता रहता है. So that's very concerning.
Arogya Setu का पता है.
Arogya Setu also. I mean, mostly at least Indian companies on the front of data privacy are not up to the mark, very honestly. And in fact, abhi India is now, if you look at the legal structure of the data, GDPR from the European side, Global Data Regulation Policy, which is made by Europe, हमने almost इज्जत से छाप ही लिया उसको. So that is now basically forming a part of. I mean, some things, it is not bad to be that. I'll point one thing out there over here is, okay, if you look at even the very, I mean, thoda off topic jayega, so we'll keep that for another time. Sure. But the point here is, okay, if you look at data localization, अभी पता है ये information news में काफी आ रहा है कि WhatsApp के servers India के India में रखो, US के US में रखो, चल रहा है news में. If you've heard, anybody have heard of that or no? Data localization का term बोला जाता है.
Yeah, because अभी JW Marriott का एक हुआ था, 40 million users का data चोरी हो गया था यूरोप से, but it was all around the world का. हाँ,
in fact, चोरी हुआ भी है, and do you also, I mean, if you are aware, there are companies like Microsoft which will have $100,000 bounty for anybody who cracks the server. तुम लोग को पैसा मिलेगा उसको तोड़ने के लिए. They are called ethical hackers who do that. Interesting area. If you are into that computer geeky mode, also something you can find out for your own self. So that is also an area. So what basically happens over here is that security. Sorry.
Shahrukh bhaiya, we have a question from our finance professor, Tushar Panigiri. Those who want to be financial analyst, keep learning. Okay, he's suggesting, he's not asking a question. Keep learning statistics, Excel, Python, R, and have a good idea in finance too. He's also
absolutely
a data science geek. He's also good at Tableau and Excel.
Okay, so that is absolutely, because financial analyst का भी अगर आप role देखो, if you're doing pure financial analysis, when you are extracting data from the server, and say for example तुम खुद का कुछ बना के analyze करना चाह रहे हो, तो तुम कितना data select करोगे जो अगर if you are taking, say, इसका population बहुत बड़ा है, so there are 1,000 things involved for one particular research, and if you want to do a research of financial research on say 100 things which would depict the 1,000, basically finance में तुम लोगों ने ये किया, अरे statistics में ये chapter किया था ना, correlation वाला, correlation आता है तुम लोगों को guys, correlation chapter, statistics.
Yes, correlation, regression and correlation.
So, correlation, exactly. So अगर तू finance का भी data उठा या marketing का भी data उठा, तुझे correlate तो करना ही पड़ेगा कि भाई अगर ये 100 transaction 1000 को सही से represent कर रहे हैं कि नहीं. There the subjects will start overlapping, which also is known as a BA, business analyst भी आते हैं. So finance people doing business analysis, क्यों? क्योंकि multiple data points को वो जब वो खींचते हैं और analyze करते हैं, भाई cost में इतना आ रहा है, profit में इतना margin आ रहा है, multiple data points जब तुम compare करते हो, comparative analysis जिसको हम बोलते हैं, and in large volumes of data, statistics will come in handy. अगर तुम्हारे पास वो knowledge है, तो it becomes a bonus. फिर तुम्हें पता है कि भाई इसके 1000 transaction मुझे ये 100 चाहिए, बाकी के 900 मेरे काम के नहीं है. That is how you can take a stratified random sample on all of those methodologies basically, which would then come into picture. I am just giving you a very, very overview of it so that you know what to do with it.
Tushar
But,
sir, if you want to
discuss-
add anything, please turn on your video and mic. It would be great,
हाँ यार,
great to have your suggestions.
हाँ यार, please, हाँ guys. मैं इतना बुढ़ा
जय
नहीं हूँ,
क्वेश्चन भी है चैट में, मैं पढ़ के बताता हूँ.
Okay.
Shahrukh, it says that in learning data, is it includes hacking also or stealing it?
Hacking, see यार, hacking is a, let me be very honest over here. लोग अगर तुम लोग किसी का हैक करना चाहते हो तो that is basically I think more of a human intention to do harm. Ethical hacking on the other hand is a very very different field where companies will hire you and tell you कि भाई हमारा ये नया सर्वर या हमने ये बनाया है, आप प्लीज चेक करके बोलो कि इसके अंदर कुछ खामियां है. अगर आप हैक करके वो बोलेंगे सर आपके हैक हो चुका है, ये रहा आपका सिस्टम, लीजिए. एंड अगर हैक कर लिया तो देन अवार्ड और रिवॉर्ड इज गिवन, सो थैंक यू फॉर पॉइंटिंग आउट आवर डिफेक्ट्स, नाउ वील मेक इट स्टिल बेटर. दैट इज द एरिया of ethical hacking basically.
Again, उसमें भी
Hacking
बहुत
in
experience
itself
चाहिए
is
होता है.
wrong.
To hack Microsoft, you'll need to work for 15 years of ethical hacking. Ethical hacking में भी 15 years of experience होगा, तब जाके
there
शायद
are
Excel का
geniuses
server.
out there who can do it in the less years than that, I can tell you. So if you are a genius, you never know. And if you can make of that knowledge, it boils. See, the economy is now running towards a knowledge. तो जितना तेरा ये भरा होगा, यहाँ पे भूसा कम होगा, उतना ज़्यादा तू आउटपुट दे पाएगा. Say for example, if you learn something from a 15-year experienced guy in your year number 1, you can end up hacking Microsoft SQL, Microsoft server, if you have that kind of a backing teaching you. So with knowledge coming into picture, the time gap can be reduced. This is what I'm trying to get to. So the more the knowledge you possess, the more the advantage you stand to gain in terms of, let's be honest, promotion अच्छा मिलेगा, अच्छी positions मिलेगी. In fact, even business intelligence, which you also spoke about, Jay. What is business intelligence is what? कि तुम्हारा जो कंपनी का डेटा है, उसमें से तुम क्या एनालाइज करके बताओगे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स को कि भाई हमने ये गलतियां की थी लास्ट में. सॉरी, हाँ, प्रेजेंट क्या करना है बेसिकली बीआई में. हेलो.
Yeah, we can hear you. Please continue.
हाँ, नहीं, तू प्रेजेंट क्या करना है मतलब, what was your point on that?
So basically, business intelligence में वही है कि हम statistical data क्या present कर सकते हैं business मतलब directors को, management को, जिस तरीके से वो आगे ले सके.
Exactly. So it is just telling you what you mean. In short, पहले जो पुराने जमाने में हुआ था कि 10% प्रॉफिट થયો તો આપણે 5% નાખવાનો પછી ઘરે લઈ જવાનો, all that stuff. To now saying कि भाई I have reduced my cost, I have also increased my profits, making a little fancy also. Okay, so that is in simple terms, but basically now taking a more informed decision. Just on taking on one parameter or two parameters, now you have a cluster of parameters which will help you decide कि भाई मेरा business इतने सारे parameters पे अब कितना चलेगा. Say for example, if I say मेरा business अब 5 साल चलेगा, तो you say तेरा business 5 साल चलेगा based on one particular data or two data points. Now you have a cluster of say 30-40 data points, which is कि नहीं मैं 7.5 साल या 8 साल आराम से खींच सकता हूँ. भले दूसरा पैंडेमिक आए तो भी खींच सकता हूँ. You see, that is what is intelligence now driving your business.
Okay, our finance sir is saying you did a very stupendous job today. He doesn't have any question. And he also requests you to guide any of the UWSB juniors, your juniors, to guide them if they have any doubts. I'll be texting you if I have any doubts.
Sure, absolutely. No worries.
You can find him on LinkedIn. You can ask anything you want to ask him.
Please feel free to reach out to me. Absolutely. Thank you.
That was really a fun and interactive session with you, Shahrukh. We all enjoyed it a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jay.
All right. So until the next time, we'll come up with more events. Bye-bye, guys.
Sure. Bye, sir. Thank you all. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Shahrukh. Thank you, Joy. It's a great, you can say, the way you are